Welcome back to Ultimate Challenge, the Nomads Edition. Before the break, the Nomads took part in an intense morning workout led by fitness trainer Ibrahim Kamara. The Nomads had also divided themselves into 6 groups of 2. They are now searching for materials that will help them undertake today's challenge, building a Rendile traditional hut. Ibrahim and Washu seem to have formed quite a cohesive unit. Working in tandem, they seem to have come up with an almost telepathic understanding. But sometimes, things do not always go as planned.
I'd say we're like-minded, and I'd say me and Washu are like-minded. Also Bianca, we're like-minded. You know, nobody's going to influence your decision. Nobody's going to tell you to do what you don't want to do, because everybody else is scared of being voted out. And this is not the case. This is not the case for us. And in terms of history, I'd say somebody like Washu, we kind of have a similar upbringing, so we connected on that level, and it picked up from there, and we're actually good friends.
Mimi naweza sema jamaa mwenye naona ako fit kabisa ni Ibra. Plus Ibra ni boy mpoa, anakufunza venye like hizo maso zinauma unafaa ufanye hivi na hivi. Plus jana amekuwa partner kwa kujenga ako ka house. Na nikimwambia mtu wangu mimi naona nimeisha. Ako shika hii maji, anakupea maji yake. Keep working hard. So ni mtu si ati yako na wivu na mtu ama kuogopa mtu.
Are things as rosy for political aspirant Sabina Anyango and Mr. Taita Taveta Aminiel Njaro? As Aminiel is busy looking for materials, Sabina decides to steal a march on the other nomads.
Kwa hivyo tunaanza aje kuchimba?
She is able to convince Benina to show her how to make the hut without the others, and she obliges.
Mama hatujui, si mbona nimekuja unifundishe. For me, it was okay because you see, I was really trying, like I said, I'm trying to use my brain so much. So when I saw those sticks near that Mama Coco, I said I want those sticks. So I borrowed them kabisa na mapema. But then she lingered me. She didn't like me much. She was like, this Muzungu girl, she can't even do anything. So she ended up wanting them back. Because once I realized how those things come to be like that, I realized this woman can give me this thing for free. She had removed the thorns, you know, it's a lot of work. So after Sumbukana to build this thing, I realized we're supposed to carry the things. I'd wasted so much time.
Even with the apparent wastage of time, Aminiel does not seem to mind. He's happy with the partner he chose for this task.
She was so supportive. In fact, I didn't know if she could make, you know, she looked so yeah, but I was surprised. She knew what she was doing. Yeah, I thought I got the right partner.
While Luigi Spinola and Beatrice may not form the best tag team in the world, they are giving it an almighty go. Working in these conditions, though, is proving to be quite hazardous for the man from Lecce in Italy.
I think we all grabbed just the one that was next to us, so it wasn't really thought about. I knew her from past, so maybe that was also a reason, but if it happened subconsciously. We didn't like, so it happened, we prepared.
For Daniel and model Delia Ipupa, getting enough materials is crucial. This will determine if they are successful or not. However, with a faulty machete, this is proving to be quite the difficult task, and they resort to using a stone to sharpen their cutting tool.
This will not work. It looked easy when Penina, the old lady,
was explaining to us and saying, oh, you just tie it like this, you just do this. At that time in your mind you're thinking, and you're looking at that structure and you're thinking, I don't think it's that hard. Until you go inside and you start chopping down the wood, and you realize your panga is not as sharp. Trying to cut down the reeds and you realize they are thorny, and you can't, every time, like I have a lot of scars on my hand. You're holding it, it's thorny. You're passing this way, you've been scratched. So it wasn't the easiest of environments to get things.
Aminio, though, is not suffering the same problem, as he has a sharpening tool at hand. Brian and Nyla are also busy searching for materials that will place them ahead of the pack.
I've never made a rendile house before. I had never seen it actually until we were taken to the village. So it was interesting being there and just hearing, but once we got down to it, because of the heat, it's intense and you have to run around and go cut down some twigs and, you know, gather all these things. It was very challenging.
Nevertheless, they seem to be picking a lot of the dry marama branches. Will these withstand the heavy winds which are common in the area?
The second day it was quite a challenge because we were told to carry our cutting tools. So tukajua hapa kimeumana. Because watu wengine, some people have only a knife.
Oh no!
Na ile makasi ndogo, so shindwa wa. And maybe you have maybe 2 or 3 cutting tools. They're like zile kubwa. So you have to share, but also na hiyo mind ya kushare, pia unafaa ujue nini wewe unataka, una get? Because hakuna vile nitashare na wewe kitu at a cost that it's not even worth it.
Team Pascal and Rehema also seem to be working effortlessly together. Pascal Omondi, as usual, is giving instructions to Rehema.
Yeah, kuja. Yes.
But she's not taking the instructions lying down. She also has an opinion on how they will go about the task.
Because those twigs, I've forgotten the name the cocoa used, but they were all spiky. The twigs, the stem part, it has stones, so cutting them down, it wasn't easy. And then when Coco was talking about how the shelter is made, okay, it sounded very easy. But after we collected our material and we arrived on site, I actually realized that the material we collected was like maybe 60% or less of what we needed.
By the way, I'm so lucky that I partnered with a very, very bright girl, Rebecca. And the fact I think we made a pact that we're going to be teaming up together because we have the same interest, by the way. We work, no one is doing much than the other. We worked in cahoots.
With most of the materials found, Pascal decides to go back to fetch more materials. Being the only one left in the Marama plantation with no sense of direction, the burly security expert gets lost.
Njia baju! Mbaba kupita! I'm stuck, I can't even move. We are with him over here. How do you move? Oh.
There's a way down here. Cut my way through here.
Hey! Yeah, where are you?
After completing the collection of raw materials, the nomads load them onto the support crew pickup trucks. They are then transported to the nomads' camp where they will embark on the next part of this challenge. Don't go away. Ultimate Challenge, the Nomads Edition, will be right back.